guys, I used to have a problem with picking. In fact, picking attachment was something I dreaded the most. You know how sometimes we limit ourselves by telling ourselves we can't get something done or something is too hard for us, and we believe in thinking we actually can't get those things done. Meanwhile, it's just the mind playing tricks on us. It's just we running away from something because we at that point think it's too hard for us to accomplish or something of that sort. So that was exactly how I felt when it came to picking up attachment. I dreaded it completely, totally. I felt like, my goodness, this is going to be time consuming. This is something that would just take the whole of my time. So I spoke myself out of the whole limitation. I told myself, girl, you have to learn how to do this stuff, because you cannot continue begging people. You cannot continue, making a fool out of yourself, because they will tell you, okay, come back today, you come back, and then, okay, come back tomorrow, you come back again, and they're giving you one flimsy excuse or the other. Meanwhile, time is going, your customers are waiting, for their hair that you promised them to deliver to so and so day. So I am going to show you guys how to pick attachments to give it that, slick look. This is the point I ask you guys for the favor of subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up. Please support the movement, guys. After you subscribe, click on the bell next to the word subscribe to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you all so very much. I love you all. So from the attachment, I previously used the other half of this. I saved this half because I knew one day I was going to make a tutorial out of it. So here's it, guys. I'm not going to start from any end. They are both blunts, as you can see. So I'm going to start from any end. I will start from here, holding firmly, like really firm, but not so firm that your palm begins to ache, because once your palm begins to ache, you're going to regret the whole thing. But just firm enough so the attachment you don't lose grip of the attachment. So I'm just going to start now by picking. This is just it basically. But make sure you drag. Make sure you drag every strand of hair that you can possibly drag. Just keep dragging. So you see why I emphasize on holding firmly, because as you're dragging this, you don't want the whole strand or strands to just pull up. So firm enough to get a grip on the attachment, but not so firm that your palm begins to ache. Let me give you guys a closer look of how your palm is going to look. You see, your thumb and your index are going to be holding a portion at a time. And from this little portion, you're going to be dragging. At every point you exhaust the portion in between your thumb and your index, you grab another portion again. So that's the whole idea. I forgot to mention, for picking up, the same way your thumb and index are working on the palm that is holding the attachment, the same way your thumb and index are going to be the same fingers working on your other palm. I'm sorry I skipped that part out, but then better late than never, right? So guys, let's see how many minutes it took me to pick that. It took me roughly 10 minutes to get all that done. So now this is the end I dragged out, and this is the end that still has its blunt shape. So all I'm going to do right now, get my brush. You see this brush? This brush has seen it all. This brush has gone to wherever and back, and it is still doing what it's supposed to do. Because there are certain hairs that they just need something tough to handle them. You get that kind of stuff. So this brush is that tough tool that gets to handle some stubborn hairs. I have other brushes, but I still always make sure this is with me, like, this doesn't go anywhere. Even if any other stuff is getting misplaced, this shouldn't. Because the older the better. Just like fine wine, the older the better. Get a good grip of this, and just start brushing from the ends. So guys, this is the blunt end. This is the part I didn't drag that I'm brushing out now. I always like to brush from this end because I feel it helps. I feel it helps to brush out this end first. See how it's already forming shape. See how it's already forming desired shape. This is the end that I dragged. It is still rough, as you guys can see. So after this, the next thing I do is I separate them, because at that point where I was holding the attachment and dragging, the hair started sponging. So because of the sponging, I am going to separate the braids. Separate. So after I'm done parting the hairs, I will now divide into 2 equal parts and brush one, because I don't want it to be too bulky when I'm brushing, because to just lessen the stress involved in the stress. After brushing this part, I come to the next one and then brush it. Woo! You bend it over your index finger so you have a very good grip. And then all you need to do is just brush out, brush. You see the hairs that are attached to the brush, they are not useless, so I'm still going to make something out of it. So I'll just remove it and keep aside. Starting from the end of the hairs, I will brush and brush till I get up to really detangle the whole hair and make it smooth. From the look of things, I'm still going to go ahead and divide this into 2. One of the reasons I like to divide is, after brushing, I just tie and keep aside, I tie and keep aside, tie and keep aside. So when I'm working with the hair, it's easier for me to just, I feel attachment is always better when you work with them in smaller portions, so they don't tangle, you get. So that, like, aside making the brushing easier, preventing the hairs from tangling easily is one of the reasons why I divide them. It's because of you guys I'm raising my leg to brush this thing now. I've been sitting down and just brushing, but with my whole setup and all that, I have to stand up and I have to raise one leg up. Oh boy. Oh. Woo. Oh, my leg is hurting already. There's some people that use those big tooth comb to, you know, detangle and comb out. But I would recommend this because this hair spoils combs. I know how many combs I have thrown away before I finally settled for this brush. I know how many combs. It's, you know, it starts cutting into the tooth of the comb, and then when you want to use the comb to comb your hair or comb your natural hair or your wig on, it starts cutting it. So don't use your comb. I would advise that do not use your comb. Just get yourself a nice strong brush, a brush that will stand the test of time and do this stuff. So this is it, guys. Are you seeing what I'm talking about? Are you seeing, guys? From the blunt end, look, it has the fish whatever, and I'm going to check for the appropriate word, but I know it starts with fish something. I can't remember. The terminologies are just so much. Oh my goodness. So please just follow us if sometimes the words keep our mind. Because man, one's head is not computer. So you see, from the blunt end, it has that desired shape we want the head to have. So there you go, guys. With this, we go ahead and braid your hair, twist your hair, whichever one. So after getting the desired style, all I do is tie like this. I tie and then I set aside. So whenever I want to work, and this thing I just showed you guys is what I'm going to do to the remaining 3 parts. So just imagine having this smaller portion set aside and you're working, you just bring out one, losing, work with it. It prevents it from tangling further because this is synthetic. At any opportunity it has going to tangle again. So, but if you think you have the strength to keep combing out or brushing out, then you can go ahead and have yours in just one go. But as for me, I don't like doing something more than once. Like if I do something and I've gotten it right, I don't like repeating the step, except I have to. When I don't have to, I don't want to. So this is it, guys. I'll just go right ahead and brush out the other 3 parts like I did here.